Hi, welcome back. This is video 4. I can't believe that I'm a month into posting on YouTube. Not only my face, but my life and the thoughts that are rumbling around in my head up here. I appreciate the few people that have watched it. My wife assures me she's not one of them. She does know about the channel, but I don't really tell anybody else because it's not so much a metrics thing or an algorithm thing. It's just I really don't want anybody to hear this stuff yet. You know, maybe a few months from now when I've learned a little bit more about myself and become a little bit more humble about the world and my place in it, maybe I can start sharing with people. If people stumble upon it, great. That would be awesome. But for me, again, to reiterate, this is just a way for me to get these feelings and thoughts out. It's a simple form of therapy for myself. I would also like to leave a video log for my daughter, who's only 8 years old, that she can see this at any point of her life and she can get a little bit more insight into her father and where I was at in this time and place, January 20th, 2026. Again, it's moving so fast this year. We're already almost through January. 2026 will blow by before you know it. But again, I'm not seeking. I would just love for people to, if they enjoy what they see here and they enjoy what I'm talking about, maybe ask some questions, have some comments. I'd love to start a dialogue with people and really, help each other out. I mean, life is hard enough going through it by yourself. If you can have some friends, some people that you confide in, some people who have the same type of goals and the same type of life that you've led or striving towards the life that you want to live, that's a positive thing. I mean, we're not all out here providing financial wisdom or doing faceless YouTube content. Faceless YouTube content sounds cool. Might be something that I do try. Maybe try make a few bucks, but this is something where I want to be absolutely honest. I said that I would not do many edits with this. I do have a loose scripting that I do, but I certainly don't have ChatGPT write a script. I don't have a teleprompter. I'm not reading from it. There's a lot of ums and ands and a lot of pauses and maybe even me breathing hard. I'm getting over my first cold of the year. Actually, I had the flu last year, so at the end of the year before Christmas time. So it's just been about 6 weeks worth of not feeling very well. But with that said, I've talked about being 50 years old and making it to here and how tough it was for me to get to 50 years old and the things that I had to overcome. What I'd like to talk about is perhaps the next 50 years. I'd live to be 100 years old. Stranger things have happened before. I do need to probably get in a little bit better shape if I want to make it to 50, but I do think that 25 or 30 years is easily doable. And the things that I want to do with the rest of my life is I am the type of person where I act locally. I am, not in my local government, but I do know my neighbors. I do know a lot of the people in the town that I live in. I know the people at the stores and the businesses that I frequent. We're on a first name basis with each other. I try to shop locally, try to spend my money locally. And that's the ecosystem that I like to be in, and that's where I want to continue to be. 10 years ago, my wife and I lived south of Seattle. We had a great life, had a couple dogs, we had disposable income. We said we wanted to move back to my hometown, east of the Mississippi, and get an affordable house and live in a nice town. We were within a 5-minute walk of my daughter's school. And the things that I want to do is I would like to take the steps to not only every day incrementally getting better with how I treat myself and how I treat other people and how I maneuver around in this life. I used to be very, very serious. I used to have a mask on where I tried to not necessarily be a tough guy, but just be someone who's very firm and very stoic. Didn't say a lot of words, which is how, my friends, if anyone sees us, they'll be like, this guy just fucking yaps away all the time, but that's how I was in the world because I felt like I had to protect myself. And you do definitely still have to protect yourself in the world. But I believe that with social media and with the connectivity that we've had, not just, in the last 20 years, but definitely in the last few years with artificial intelligence and everybody having, a camera in their pocket and their phone, their laptops, I believe that we're coming together a little bit more. I think people want to see, people who are natural. The people that I enjoy on YouTube are the ones that don't have $1 million budgets for their videos, that don't have millions of followers, people that tell their own story, whether that be through the things that they're interested in their life. If they're a builder, if they're a grower, if they're creative, if they have a bunch of dogs and cats, if they have a bunch of kids, if they're drawing, any of that stuff, that's the things that appeal to me. And that is why I started this channel, because I don't have much. I am a creative person. I don't really have a creative YouTube channel, but I want to be creative with my life. I want to have a purpose. I want to have more personal goals to work to than professional goals. Up until 50, all your goals are professional, no matter what it happens to be. And then when you get to be 50 years old, you start thinking a little bit like, what type of legacy am I leaving behind? Yes, I have a child. My child is happy and healthy. God bless her and keep her whole for another 100 years. But I want to leave more than just my child behind. I'd like to grow deeper roots in my community and do more for people, speak up for people that can't speak up for themselves. And the thing that I've seen the most is that even though I have a lot of friends, we don't see each other all that much. And I get happy when I meet new people and we can get together to do stuff, like play music, or go disc golfing, or hopefully start a D&D campaign or something like that. Things that we've lost in our late 30s, 40s, and even 50s. We don't see each other enough. So that's another one of the reasons why I started this channel. Is, again, like I said, I don't hope to, I don't think I'll ever get rich doing YouTube. I probably will never make any money. I'd be stoked if I got 100 people to watch a video, or 100 subscribers. But what I do feel is important is I want to start a dialogue with people. People always talk about their audience, whether your audience is 10 people, 100 people, or 1 million people. That's the thing that I'm interested in. I'm interested in people that are interested in me and that can comment, and we can talk to each other and kind of help each other out through life, because as we all know, life is not that easy, and it's always better when you have friends and people that you trust. And even if we never meet each other except for through a phone or a screen, we can still be there for each other. We can still be accountable to each other. We can still help each other out and let each other know that we're not alone, and that this battle and this life is, we have allies and people that you may not even know about that care about you, that absolutely do. So again, that's what this is about. I will try to script a little bit more. I'd like to, have some things to talk. I have a number of things I can talk about. I can sit here and tell stories, every single video for an hour if possible. But I'd really like to start gaining traction. Again, nobody even has to subscribe, but I'd like to start building that little bit of a community where we can start talking with each other. And who knows, maybe those people start channels like this too, and we can do a split screen sort of thing. We can get on there and we can talk about the struggles that we have, the goals that we have for ourselves, and getting a sort of passion back in our lives. I haven't been passionate about something for a long time. When I was a young man, I worked as a fishing guide in Yellowstone National Park. It's where I met my wife. We traveled all over America. I haven't been much outside of America, but I've seen pretty much every corner of America. I've set foot in almost all the states, and America is a beautiful place. And I had a group of people, whether I knew them or not. I knew that if I was in El Paso, Texas, I knew someone that I could stay with, or I knew someone who knew someone that I could sleep on their couch for the night, go out and get some Taco Bell or something, and we would become friends. I still have friends that I talk to on Facebook and stuff, and like their pictures and are following their lives, that I spent one night on their couch, or I spent a week, living with them in the woods in Idaho. So that's kind of what I'm seeking with here. So again, where I've been, where I'd like to go, and how this is a means for me to get there and to continue that healing process, and that the process of growth and maturity, and having a life full of passion and working towards my goals. And that's something that'll make me happy. And even just shooting these last few videos, for the last month has taken a weight off of my shoulders, and given me something to look forward to, and given me something to think about. So it's definitely kept my brain warm up here. But I appreciate you guys spending, the last 10 minutes with me. I hope everything's going well in your life. And if it's not, know that there's people out there that you might not even know about that care about you and can help you. And if you do have a comment, let me know. I would very much appreciate it, because again, we'll start doing a little bit more scripting and seeing if we can come up with some ideas. But again, this isn't a how to master YouTube channel. This isn't even a how to master yourself channel. This is a how to take those first steps towards mastery of helping yourself and those around you. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Till next time, take care.